Hello and welcome to AmyTV, your regular dose of persuasive copywriting tips and tricks. This time on the show we've got an oldie but a goodie for you. It is the classic features versus benefits conundrum. We're going to be looking at what is the difference between a feature and a benefit and why are benefits so important to your copywriting. Let's get started. AmyTV is a content marketing and copywriting show that's not quite like any other out there. It's brought to you by harrisonamy.com and writewithinfluence.com. Don't write like everyone else, write with influence. A feature is a sort of fact about your offer, whereas a benefit is more about the impact your offer can have on your customer's life. A famous phrase in marketing is often used to describe this, and it goes like, actually, let's let Veronica Fullofit from Bullspit Marketing walk us through it. Looks at your marketing, and the problem is you keep talking about the steak, like you keep selling the steak. You must have heard of that famous marketing phrase, sell the sizzle, not the steak. It's a steak restaurant. That's what we sell. If you want to be successful, you need to start selling just sizzle. Sizzle. I ordered the rump steak, but the waiter just brought me these. Listen, that's the sizzle. That's what you want, not the steak. But I did want the steak. Sizzle. Steak. How did you get on? We're getting sued. Oh. Sell the sizzle, not the steak, really means that you should be focusing on the experience that the customer is going to get, rather than just the hard facts. For example, there is a reason car adverts don't look like this. The Volkswagen Golf hatchback is 4,255 millimeters in length, 2,227 millimeters wide. This would be easier if it was a 3D model. No. Car adverts know what they're doing when they sell the experience. Features are the facts about your product, while the benefits relate to the experience. But how do you identify them and use them in your copy? Well, a benefit usually relates to some kind of emotion that your customer is going to feel once they use your product or service. Every single purchase we make is driven by emotion, though we may rationalize it with details. Really like this wine. It's Chilean. I think it maybe had it on Radio 4. Radio 4. Oh, 2015. That was an excellent year for things that they needed to make good wine. Right, probably a classy wine based on all the facts. Oh, come on, it's 14% and less than a fiver. I'm going to be hammered before I even have to pretend I'm listening to you. Amy's scientific approach to buying wine. This is the percentage. This is the price. Happiness exists around here. High percentage, low price. She's classy. Even pretty dry products have some kind of emotional experience attached. Let's take insurance, for example. Why do we buy insurance? It's for peace of mind. There's a good chance we will never need it, but the consequence of needing it and not having it is far too much to tempt fate. But let's say you are an insurance company. How could you appeal to your customers' emotions in your copywriting? Maybe buying insurance from your competitors is a real pain in the neck. Maybe it's long-winded, it's frustrating, it's not very clear. You could appeal to your customers' emotions by talking about how simple your process is, how straightforward it is, how easy it is, so that in just a couple of minutes, they can have that peace of mind, but without having to go through the frustrations and struggles of a lengthy application process. And then they're free to get on and do the fun stuff in their day. And if we stay on this example of insurance, you may also want to appeal to the other emotional consideration your customer's going to have when they're shopping around. How painful is it going to be really when I try to make a claim? Very quick claim, I spilled some liquid on my laptop. It's not working anymore. What kind of liquid did you spill? Does it matter? Well, if I'm going to judge your lifestyle while simultaneously looking for a loophole, which means you don't have to pay your claim, yes, it matters very much. It was just water. Evian, I think, maybe. Maybe Buxton. Our laboratory has it down as a 14% Chilean wine. 2015. That was a good year for grapes. Again, you might emphasize in your copy how the claim process is simple, it's fair, and it's friendly. Here's what I want you to think about now. What positive emotions are your customers likely to feel when they use your product or service? And are you making that experience vivid? Talk about the emotional benefits, talk about the experience that they're likely to have, and then reinforce this by backing it up with your features. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a video, and if you've got a copywriting problem or question, let me know and I'll cover it in a future video. Now time for our hot comments, and we're looking at the show on exclamation marks. Marlena swore off exclamation marks for life. Patricia made me very humble. John called out double and triple abusers, and yes, the villain was frightening.